Namaste. We are talking about Mahabharata today. In the history of India, from time immemorial, great minds have always been formed, nourished, and touched to heroic deeds by Mahabharata. We at HSS try to revive that greatness of this magnum opus through our children here.
Namaste, my name is Anika Patil and today I'll be talking about my favorite character from the Mahabharata. So first I'll start you off with some history. There are two families in the Mahabharata and they are the Kauravas and the Pandavas. The Kauravas' father is Dhritarashtra and the Pandavas' father is Pandu. And now these two, Dhritarashtra and Pandu, are brothers. And specifically on the Pandava side, Pandu had two wives, Kunti and Madri, and in total they had 5 children. And when they went into exile to the forest, Pandu and Madri died, leaving the young children in the hands of Kunti. Now Kunti is my favorite character from the Mahabharata because many people say that she suffered through her life, but I believe that she handled the adversity so gracefully that she is one of the bravest and strongest characters in Mahabharata. And she's also a very ambitious and intelligent woman and a great mother. Even though she was a single mother for 5 children, she made sure that they grew up with morality and the values that she had grown up with as a little girl. Not only did Kunti have the Pandavas, but she also had her firstborn Karna. Now, she had to give Karna away because she was too young to raise him, but he was raised by a charioteer's family and he had good character and the morality and values that we could see in Kunti and her children, and he serves as a role model for many young children today. Dhanyavad and thank you.
Namaste, my name is Dhrish and I'm going to be telling you a story of Karna. There once was a princess named Kunti who served a sage named Durvasa very devotionally. In return, he gave her a boon to invoke the gods. Out of her curiosity, she invoked the sun god and got a baby with shining earrings and armor. Afraid of what society would say about her, she put the baby in a box and set it afloat on a river, where a charioteer named Adirata and his wife Radha found him. They named him Vasushena and he later became known as Karna. As Karna grew older, he was sent to Hastinapura to be under the care of Dronacharya. There, he met the Kauravas and became fast friends with Duryodhana. As a result of their friendship, he started hating the Pandavas and especially Arjuna, who mutually shared the feeling. One day, Karna wanted to please Duryodhana, so he asked Dronacharya to teach him the art of the Brahmastra. When he refused, Karna went to Parashurama, disguised as a Brahmin, and became his disciple. One evening, when both of them were in the forest, Parashurama grew tired and slept on Karna's lap. Suddenly, a blood-sucking insect came and bore a hole in Karna's thigh, but he didn't budge. When Parashurama woke up and saw this, he was exceedingly angry at Karna because he knew that only a Kshatriya could withstand the pain. He cursed Karna and Karna left to Hastinapura. Even though Karna lied to his guru, what I liked about the story was his devotion to his teacher by staying still even in the midst of pain. Karna was known as Dana, Veera, Shura, Karna. These 3 words describe his charity, courage, and capability. A story to tell about his charity is when he gave away his enchanted earrings and armor. One day, Indra was worried about Karna defeating Arjuna because of his invincible earrings and armor. He went down to earth as a Brahmin and asked for those items from Karna. Karna was already warned by Suryadeva about Indra's intentions, but he still gave them away. I feel that this story encompasses the greatness of Karna's charity because of how willingly he gave away his enchanted earrings and armor that made him invincible. Going forward to the 17th day of the war, the final battle between Arjuna and Karna commenced. Both of the warriors were evenly matched until suddenly, a wheel from Karna's chariot gets stuck in mud, the result of a previous curse he got from a Brahmin. There, Karna was very vulnerable and gets killed by Arjuna. Arjuna was a great warrior who played a major role in the Mahabharata, and his questions gave rise to Bhagavad Gita. You will now hear more about Arjuna. Dhanyavad.
Namaste. My name is Ananya Karthikeyan, and I will be talking about Arjuna. Arjuna is the youngest son of Pandu and Kunti, and the middle son of the Pandavas. He is a great, well-rounded character who is skilled at fighting, but still empathetic and caring. Arjuna is an amazing archer, performing feats that very few can duplicate. His skills are showcased during Draupadi's Swayamvara. Although disguised as a Brahmin, Arjuna could not hide his superhuman strength and skill. After failed attempts by all the other Kshatriyas present, Arjuna won the hand of the princess by shooting an arrow into the eye of a fish on the ceiling, looking only at its reflection. Arjuna is also an amazing character because of his respect towards his family and his kindness even towards his enemies. During the Kurukshetra war, Arjuna found himself facing his relatives and his teacher on the battlefield, and was hesitant to fight them, even knowing that they might kill him. His confidence to fight was restored by Krishna in a conversation known as the Bhagavad Gita, in which the two discussed the pros and cons of the war, as well as connecting it to topics such as yoga and dharma. Arjuna is a well-rounded and developed character. Despite his amazing prowess and adherence to dharma, he wasn't infallible. He broke the Kshatriya code of fighting twice, once to save his friend and another to defeat Karna. Above all, Arjuna was extremely loyal to his family. He never hesitated to come to the aid of his brothers or his wife, Princess Draupadi. He fought the Kurukshetra war, ready to avenge the insult she had suffered in Duryodhana's court.
Namaste. My name is Nithyashree and today I will be talking about my favorite character from the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata epic has many great characters and they all have great qualities, but my personal favorite was probably Draupadi because of her bold personality. I feel like many girls, princesses, and queens didn't really have the daring nerves that she had. One incident that I'm always reminded of is when Duryodhana was in the Indraprastha palace and he fell into a pool of water thinking it was just another one of the illusions. Draupadi, without thinking much, just insulted him by calling him a blind son for a blind man because his father, Dhritarashtra, was born blind. This was one of the events that led up to Yudhishthira losing his kingdom. Another reason why I really like Draupadi is because she is never afraid to ask for justice when treated badly. When Dushasana was disrobing Draupadi in the Kaurava court, she held on to her dignity and she asked for justice. Another reason I like Draupadi is because she has the blessings of Lord Krishna. When she was being disrobed by Dushasana, Lord Krishna gave her with plentiful of clothing to make sure that she does not lose her dignity in front of the Kaurava court. Draupadi throughout this entire Mahabharata showed very great qualities, and I feel like those qualities are things that girls should take as examples, and I feel like girls should be like her. Thank you.
Namaste everyone, my name is Shiven Sharma and today I will be talking about my favorite character in the Mahabharata, Krishna. As you have heard before, there are many other characters who accomplished many amazing deeds, but they could have never done it without Krishna. For example, he helped Arjuna remember that he is a Kshatriya to fight his uncles and brothers and to obey his dharma. He also helped Yudhishthira perform yajnas and trying to make peace with the Kauravas. Major point is he wanted to establish a dharma society, to people to follow their dharma. And that is why he spoke about those morals and lessons which became our Bhagavad Gita, which will inspire future generations to come. I also like him because of two basic characteristics. One is fairness and righteousness. He is fair in the Mahabharata because he sided himself with the Pandavas, but he also gave his army, the Yadavs, to the Kauravas. That is why each brother got something, and neither was left in vain. And I truly believe that is fair. He is also very righteousness because he could have ended the war in seconds, but he didn't because He wanted the people to have their own system of dharma which they could rely on themselves. And that is why we know many other tales about Krishna which we can remember forever and learn from them. And by that, I want to say Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Namaste.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuttanamadharmasya
Tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam
dharma samstapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
Dhanyavad.